Hello, everyone, and welcome to our podcast. I am Nina Banato, and I am joined by Gian Tenorio, and we are your speakers for today's discussion on this podcast entitled Healing the Self Understanding Childhood Trauma.
And in this podcast, we are here to talk about childhood trauma and in how it affects a person's development and identity.
We'll also discuss what childhood trauma is, how it shapes the self, and what we can do to help people recover. But before we explore more about childhood traumas, let us first explore kung ano ba ang childhood and why is it important as a phase in development.
So, childhood is an important stage of life where individuals begin to develop their beliefs, personality, values, and identity. Through their interactions with parents, teachers, peers, and other people around them, children learn from what they see and experience. Yung experiences na to, nag-shape sa person na magiging sila in the future. But unfortunately, people or children may encounter problems in this stage of their life.
Yes, that's true, no? Kasi not every child grows up in a safe and supportive environment. Yung iba, nakaka-experience sila ng painful situations na merong lasting effects on their emotions, relationships, and overall development. These experiences are known as childhood trauma. So, Gian, for our listeners to understand, can you define more about what childhood trauma is?
Okay, so childhood trauma, ito yung painful experiences na nangyayari during childhood. Pwedeng abuse, neglect, bullying, family conflict, or loss of a loved one.
That's right. Actually, I've read online that according to the World Health Organization, traumatic experiences can affect a person's mental, emotional, and physical health for many years. Not everyone experiences trauma the same way, pero yung effects nito can last into adulthood.
Tama. Other effects of childhood trauma can also make a child feel unsafe or insecure. At pag nangyari to, magiging mahirap sa kanila makafocus sa school, makipagkaibigan, or mabuild yung confidence nila.
Yes, and dagdag pa dyan, some children also develop unhealthy ways to cope, like, for example, staying away from others, hiding their feelings, or trying to be independent too early. This may help them survive at first, pero this can cause problems later if not helped.
Tama, and that is something that we should really be concerned about. So, Nina, what can we learn about this?
Well, in our course kasi, we learned about Eric Erickson's psychosocial theory. He explained that children need trust, love, and support para makadevelop sila ng isang healthy identity nila.
Yes, and naalala ko sa lesson na to, pero ano mangyayari kapag yung trauma nag-interrupt sa mga stages na to?
When trauma interrupts yung mga stages na yon, people may struggle with confidence, relationships, and emotional well-being. Pero kahit na sa mga ganitong problema, importante to remember that our experiences shape who we become, pero hindi nito completely na-define kung ano ba tayo.
Tama. Even from a philosophical perspective, katulad nung existentialist view ni John Paul Sartre, nagsasuggest to na the same thing that while we cannot control everything that happens to us, we can still choose how we respond to it. Ibig sabihin that even if a person experiences childhood trauma, they still have the capacity to grow, make positive decisions, and shape their own future through the choices they make.
Yes, and that's a really great reminder, no? Kasi it gives hope to people that it is possible to have a great future despite ng mga traumas na naranasan nila. I would also like to add na on what you said that childhood trauma can also affect how people see themselves. Yung iba, they may find it difficult to trust others or express their own emotions.
Yes, that's true. That's why importante na maging knowledgeable tayo about these things so that we can be there for them. Healing is always possible with the right support.
I agree. And you've mentioned that we can support them. Can you give us some suggestions or ways that we can help these people?
Actually, there are many ways, and one of that is providing access to counseling and mental health services. Families also plays a big role, and dapat dito tayo nagiging safe and maging supportive yung environment natin.
Yes, ang ganda ng suggestion na yan, no? And I would also like to add na schools can help din by promoting mental health awareness and encouraging students para humingi ng tulong.
I agree. Adults like parents and teachers should also notice warning signs such as sudden behaviors changes, yung lungkot or yung pag-iwas nila. Helping early can prevent bigger problems in the future.
Yes, and aside dyan, it also helps when children are encouraged to talk about their feelings at home and in school instead of keeping everything inside. But aside from them, meron pa bang ibang tao na kailangan mag-show ng suporta sa kanila?
Oo, yung mga communities. Communities have an important role too. Instead of judging trauma survivors, we should show empathy and understanding. Kahit yung maliliit na acts of kindness, makakatulong to sa person na maging ma-feel nila na supported and accepted sila.
Yeah, yes, and I would also like to add no na creating safe and kind environments help people feel more comfortable sharing their struggles. Kahit yung simpleng pag-listen lang without judging can really make a big difference. When people understand mental health better, there is less shame in asking for help and more people can get the support they need. So that is all, guys, and I hope you learned something from our episode for today. Remember, childhood trauma might influence a person's development, but it does not determine their future.
With support, education, and healthy relationships, people can heal and grow. We hope this discussion reminded everyone to take care both of our own mental health and the well being of others. Thank you for listening to our podcast.